Hi guys, Shani on here. I hope all is well. I am going to do an authentic dal demo for you all. Right, so for that, you will need 1 pound of split peas, yellow split peas or more, because you know split peas there is different colors, right? So you will need 1 pound of yellow split pea, wash it, and put it to boil in some water, right? I already have the water going. You're just going to need to add it with some coarse sea salt, of course, or salt of your choice, right? Once it's wet, it kind of it sticks a bit once it's wet, right? You know these things act, it's peas and you know, so once it's wet, it's kind of like clumped together into a lump, like, you know, because the water, you know, causes it to stick together. So you are going to need to put it in the water to boil along with some salt of your choice. As I said, my prepping salt is always, preferred prepping salt is always coarse sea salt. Don't season it at this stage. Don't add any oils or butter. That's all you need to do. Just put it and stir it. Put it in a deep pan because you know split peas foam if you are familiar with it. Well, if you haven't cooked it before, it foams. So put it in a deep pan. So if you put it in too much of a shallow pan, what will happen? Your whole stove will be a mess, right? So put it in a deep pan, right? It yields a lot. 1 pound gives you a lot of that, right? So I will say 1 pound can feed about 10 persons very easily, right? So I will show you guys all the steps and how it gets together. But the thing with it, you want it to become like more of a water consistency, right? You don't want to see this at all, the whole grains of peas in there, right? But as we progress with the demo, you guys will see what you should be looking for when you are doing authentic dal, right? So this is just the starter for our authentic dal. So the split peas is boiling. If you look in the pot, you will see there is a white foam at the side. That's how high the foam of the split pea was coming up to. That's why I said use a bigger pot or a deep pot to boil it, even if it's just a pound, because you tend to always have that with split peas, that particular peas, right? So you want to be safe in using something deep so that it won't have a big mess all over your stove area, right? So it's going, it isn't anywhere close to where it needs to be, but it's going. We are getting there, okay? So guys, this is where our split peas reduced to. I'm going to show you the texture. You want to have this texture. This is not what you want, it's for the cook, but you will have to use a Swiss stick or so to get it into the dal consistency, to puree it, right? If you don't own a Swiss stick and you have a blender, let it cool down and you can put it in the blender. I am going to use an emulsion blender to get my own of that puree dal consistency, a perfect dal consistency, right? So for that I will be using this tool, my Chefman emulsion blender or handheld blender, electric Swiss stick as it is known here in Trinidad. That's what I will be using to puree my dal. I'm going to start to do the puree now. The good thing with these devices, it can be used directly in the pot and it don't have to be cold or room temperature to use. So I'm going again, it won't be in. It's hot still. It's very hot still. So I'm going to test to see if it's perfect there or if I need to go just a little more. Just a little more again, a couple seconds, and we go. You see, remember where we started? This is what we now have. We are closer to that dal texture or consistency. So I'm just going to wait for a couple seconds again to make sure all the peas, split peas, is totally gone out of the pot. That should be it right there. Remember I told you all at the start of the demo it's a foamy piece. Yes it is. This is perfect, right? So I'm going to now tell you all what seasonings you will need. This is authentic dal. It is not split peas cooked with green seasoning. It's authentic dal. So let's keep that in mind, right? So in my mini processor, right? In my mini processor, I have an onion, regular onion. I have about 6 red pimentos I cut in half and a clove of 2 huge garlic. So I'm just going to pulse that now. I'm just going to pulse it now to have it go directly into the pot, right? I'm just going to get my seasoning pulse now to get it into the pot. I showed you all right. So you won't be hearing me when I'm running the machine. You all know it doesn't make sense. I'm speaking over the sound of the machine, right? So I'm just going to pulse it really quickly. Not too much. You still want a nice texture. A little more. Red pimento is better. About there is where we want it. Seeing the texture? Yeah, that's what we want. Right, so let me walk you all through what you will need for authentic dal. In my tasting spoon, I have some turmeric, right, or saffron powder as we know it here in Trinidad. I have some whole jeera seeds or cumin seed as it is known. These seeds, this is what you get when you turn it into, when it's ground, right, powdered jeera. If you cannot get the whole jeera seed, which I prefer for dal, I like to see it in there, use some jeera powder or ground cumin, right? That's all you will need for authentic dal. I am going to start to put it together now. However, you will need to roast the whole jeera seeds to put it in there. You're going to put it with just a little bit of oil. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I roast it in a very small pan. A very small pan because it's not a lot as you see, right? As you saw on the spoon, it's not a lot that I have. So in a very small pan, I'm just going to put a bit of about 2 tablespoons or 3 of vegetable oil. It's not a lot, believe me. Very small pan, right? That is all we will need, and I'm going to get in the jeera seeds, or cumin seeds, right? I will use all of it, and you just want it to go a bit. Yeah, you just want it to go a little bit till they get kind of toasty. And that's all we will need, right? So you must do this part, don't skip this part. I don't cook my seasoning, but the seeds I like when it's done in the oil. So it's starting to go because remember they are very small seeds. So this is what you are looking for. Right? You don't want it burnt, you just want it releasing flavors in the oil. Right? For some persons they will use a hot pepper in the blend of seasoning also. That's quite okay, a fresh hot pepper. So you see what we are having here now in the pot. It's toasting. That's what you want. Remember to keep watching it, keep stirring it, right? I'm gonna let it go just a bit more and then we are done. Just a couple seconds and we are there for me to season it up with the seasonings and so forth. So here is where I want it to go to, right? So I'm going to put in the seasonings now into the pot. Remember I showed you all the blend of seasonings, right? I will not be using all of that seasoning, it's a bit too much. I want it to overkill with seasoning. But you want it you want it nice, right? And you have to get that nice vibrant yellow dhal color, the saffron powder or the turmeric powder must go into it once you're talking authentic dhal, okay? There's also a nice scent that it has, the powder. Right? Remember I showed you all it how it looks. You at this stage use a whisk. Use a whisk at this stage. Right? And incorporate your turmeric powder or saffron powder. That's why it gets this lovely bright color from, of course, split peas is more of a pale yellow once it's cooked. It's not pumpkin that gives it that color, it's the saffron powder, the turmeric that gives it that color. So the color just changed, that's about the color we are looking for. Right? And then I'm going to throw in that hot oil in there. Remember I boiled it with salt, so using some more salt is up to you if you want to adjust it. Right? At this stage the oil is still hot, I'm going to throw it in there. Right? And it's that easy, guys, to get authentic dhal. It's this easy. Right? So I'm just going to plate it and that's it. Remember I said I don't burn my seasonings or any garlic or anything like that for my dhal, right? There's a lovely flip in there. Right? And I'm just going to make sure all my jeera seeds or cumin seeds is in it. Right? In my pot that is. And it's just simple. If you are going to use the oil very hot into your liquid, be careful because remember what oil does when it hits liquid of any kind. So be careful with splattering and so forth, okay? I had to tell you all that. So this is my dhal from start to finish, my authentic dhal. The seeds is what I love to see in it. That's why I am very biased against using the powder. It looks just lovely in it. The seeds of the jeera, the cumin seeds. Seeing it coming through nicely in there. So there we have it, guys, from start to finish. Let me rest on my board for us to see the actual color. Just need to clean up my bowl a little bit. Don't put any green seasoning or authentic dhal, please. It will not be authentic. Smells just lovely, by the way. Color is brilliant. Just see the sheen from when I did the jeera seasoning. If you didn't know, just pulling away a bit, this is how pimento in Trinidad looks. These are some huge one, oversized one, but this is how it looks, right? Pimento or seasoning pepper, as we call it here. So let me just get all my other stuff out of the way very quickly. And let's present this dhal on the board, and we're going to see the color. We're going to do some close-up for you guys to see, right? So this is our authentic dhal, start to finish. Right? We're going to do a close-up. I want you guys to see the texture of it. I'm going to use a spoon for you all to see also. This is what the dhal must look like. Right? Don't use any more saffron, and this color is brilliant and perfect. See the red pimento coming through, that's why I love the red. Right? So guys, it was my pleasure. You guys know the businesses all over social media. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and of course YouTube channel and the name Food by Shamion. If you want to come into direct contact with me, the email address for the business is foodbyshamion@gmail.com or common letters. Right? Alright guys, until I'm with you again, bye.